people ask me sort of when did you have the dream, and it probably was about 14 or 15 years ago when I started looking for a piece of land in northeastern Victoria.
My family has lived in this region for 6 generations. To say I feel a connection within my soul is an understatement.
The land is set in it's almost like an amphitheatre of hilly terrain, but also it's got these beautiful washouts and natural creeks that flow into the Goulburn River. But I started to get this vision about an Australian answer to some of the great exclusive and beautiful golf clubs in America. And that formed the basis of dropping an 18-hole golf course into that beautiful terrain. And a few years later I met Greg Norman, and we started to plot what is now the Cathedral Lodge and Golf Club.
With a mandate and desire to work with the natural terrain and native flora and fauna, Greg Norman and his team created a course that did justice to the vision, and now the stage has been built to house one of Australia's most exclusive and welcoming clubs for Cathedral's 160 members and their family and friends.
The easiest thing in the world to do is building the hardest golf course in the world. And that's not the objective here. The objective here is to build a very user-friendly golf course, but also make sure the golf course is memorable. The secret to building a great golf course is making sure you walk off the 18th green and you remember every hole you play. Cathedral Lodge is not going to be boring, I can tell you that, because quite honestly our canvas is magnificent. If I screw this one up, I've done a pretty poor job, I would say that, because at the end of the day, it's just magical.
The 6,400 metre layout boasts pristine and quick greens with stunning bunkering, and most holes featuring the amazing views of Cathedral Mountain in the distance.
Working within the natural terrain, Greg and his team have created a golf course that highlights our unique environment.
It does have this ability to capture your imagination when you go out and play it, because every hole's different. There's 5 par 3s, there's 5 par 5s, which is unusual.
The land also changes from one side of the ridge to the other, with the changing terrain boasting some extraordinary holes, which are punctured by fascinating trees, including box gums, pine forests and other eucalypts.
Cathedral Lodge is not just about a golf course. It's obviously an integral part, but there's other great things to do in the area. There's fly fishing, there's horseback riding, great trekking around the property. But the Goulburn River is right on the doorstep of the golf course, so the ability to fly fish and the ability to go on some nature walks is a part of the experience for all members and their guests. It's about an hour and 50 drive from CBD Melbourne. We also have access to a chopper, so it's about 20 minutes by helicopter.
The thought of staying in a cabin out here for a weekend or a long weekend or even a week is a very enchanting thought, and then outside your back door you have your golf course to go play.
Whilst each hole has its own identity and drama attached, the 5 closing holes are sure to create a talking point and indeed many great moments over the years.
The 18th hole is the culmination of what is an amazing round. You have this beautiful hole with this natural creek, which we've called Ron's Creek after my father. And that creek winds in and out of the fairway. And then golfers, they finish their round and they take the walk up to the clubhouse to recover and have a drink after their round. And they look back and they see this amazing view out over Cathedral Range.
The clubhouse has been designed to give an Australian feel, whilst embracing the desire to keep it small and intimate.
I think at the end of the day, he's structured something that's extremely private. He's a private individual himself. He's fortunate where he can have the ability to do this on his own farm. And very few people in the world have that ability or desire or love for the sport.
The whole reason for doing this is to create a very exclusive private country club for the Cathedral Golf Club members and their guests. But it's theirs for them, it's theirs for their families in the future.
Well, quite honestly, it's just a gem. And kudos to him for being able to do it and for having the dream to do it.